Hello guys, this is RXM here, and today I am not cooking an edit. Instead, I'm starting a journey to take you guys along with me to become a pro CapCut editor. Today's lesson is how to make a line watermark in CapCut PC. Without further ado, let's begin. Start by opening CapCut and placing 2 text bars onto your timeline. Now on the bottom text bar, you want to write your channel name. I am going to write example just as an example name. Then on the top bar, you want to write the letter I. Now hold the letter I with your mouse and drag it to the start of your name like this. Once you have reached here, make both text bars extremely long like this. Now you want to click on each text bar and make each text bar a compound clip like this to ensure ease. Now click on the top compound clip, go to the mask category and select mirror, and drag it to the top of the letter I, and shrink it to the edges of the letter. Now add a keyframe to the clip by clicking this button here, and move a few frames into your clip and add another keyframe by clicking the same button like this. Then go to the start of your clip, and shrink the mask completely. Now your line should have an animation like this. After that, go to the basic category, and move a few frames ahead of the last keyframe you applied to your clip and repeat the same action by adding a keyframe here. Then move a few frames ahead into your clip and add another keyframe. This time, move the position of the clip to the end of your name. Be sure that you have hovered your timeline on the last keyframe you placed. Now, your line should have a motion like this. If you want the time of the line moving towards the end of your name to be shortened, simply drag the last keyframe a bit closer to the second last keyframe. Now, click the letter B on your keyboard and separate the top compound clip into 2 parts, making sure all the keyframes are in the first part of your compound clip. For the second part of your compound clip, add a keyframe to the start of your clip, and add another keyframe a few frames into your clip like this. Then move the letter back to the start of your name like this. Again, make sure your timeline is hovered on the last keyframe you placed like this. Now, your line should have a motion like this. For the last step, go back into the mask category and add a keyframe, then add another keyframe a few frames into your clip. Then, shrink the mask completely, once again, making sure that your timeline is hovered on the last keyframe you placed. Now your line is officially complete. Now we also want the name to move respectively to the line.
This part may be a bit confusing, but you want to take your timeline, hover it onto the third keyframe of your top clip, and press the letter B on your keyboard and separate the bottom clip into 2 parts. Delete the first part of the bottom compound clip.
Now go to the mask category and select horizontal. Rotate the mask to -90 degrees and move it right onto the letter I. Now, add a keyframe at the start of your clip, and move on to the 4th keyframe of your top clip, and add a keyframe to the bottom clip right under the 4th keyframe of your top clip like this. Now follow the line and drag the mask onto the line, making sure your timeline is hovered on the last keyframe of your bottom clip. Once again, separate the bottom clip into 2 parts, making sure all the keyframes are in the first part. Add a keyframe to the start of the second part, then place a second keyframe right under the second keyframe of the top clip. Then, follow the line and move the mask right onto the line, making sure that your timeline is hovered on the last keyframe of the second part of your bottom compound clip. Now your watermark is ready. Shorten the clips a bit to ensure a fast export, but make sure not to cut off any keyframe. Your watermark should look something like this. Export the watermark. Make sure to remember the place where your file will be exported. Now open up your edit and import the watermark onto the timeline. I will be using an example image as a clip, but you can continue with your current edit clips. Import the watermark and place it on top of your clip. Click on the watermark, scroll down in the basic category till you see blend. Set the mode to screen. Resize your watermark and make it a little bit smaller. Also drag it to the bottom of your edit. Now, your edit should look something like this. Thank you so much for watching. Reminder, I will be uploading more CapCut PC tutorials, which you can also follow on mobile, so tell me what tutorials you want in the comments.